For this video, I'm in a corner of Bishopwearmouth Cemetery, close to Hilton Road. Now, it's sort of hidden away, it's in the furthest corner from anywhere really. You wouldn't sort of randomly wander down here. And this is the first Jewish burial ground in Bishopwearmouth Cemetery. Now, when Bishopwearmouth Cemetery opened in 1856, the town's Jewish community had previously been buried down at Ayres Quay, not far from the King's Arms pub, next to the old council's refuse tip down there. So with all the town's burial grounds being closed and the new cemeteries being built, this was the portion given to the Jewish community. So it's got lots of Jewish surnames and names. There's Solomon Moses, and then look at that, it's inscribed all in, I believe, Hebrew, but some of the names there's Emily Friedman, who died February the 16th 1865, aged 60 years. The old burial ground down at Ayres Quay, I think it had a couple of hundred burials since the around late 1700s through to 1856. Now, so this was the first portion of Bishopwearmouth used for the Jewish community. There's also a second portion which is up next to the crematorium, and then finally there's a large section further up Hilton Road which has a fence around it, so you can't actually go in there. So there's three at Bishopwearmouth Cemetery. I think I've never noticed some, but sadly the actual name, there would have been a nameplate in there, probably made of some sort of metal. That's gone, but that's quite rare because it's a wooden memorial, and I don't think I've come across another wooden, I was going to say headstone, but wooden memorial anywhere in Bishopwearmouth Cemetery. Well, I only look in the old section, so you never know, there might be one in the new bit. Kaluski. There's quite a big influx of Jewish people in the 1800s coming from Eastern Europe where they faced persecution. This is like Russia, Baltic countries, so from Prussia. The town had several, I think, early synagogues before the one on Riot Road. Cohen. That's a young Jewish girl there, in loving Mary of Sarah, the beloved daughter of Louis and Annie Harris, who departed this life August 28th, 1887, aged 18 years, deeply mourned by his sorrowing parents. That's a name I've come across before. Lottinger. So you recognise a few of these from back in the old newspapers. Olszewski. See, a few of them give clues to like the Eastern European origins. Barnet. So, that's a lovely stone. In loving memory of Walter Cohen, born August the 15th, 1861, and accidentally drowned while bathing May the 20th, 1881. It's a sad story. Lovely lettering though. And this one's half in Hebrew, and then the rest is in memory of Maya Asher of this town, who departed this life in the 25th year of his age on the 18th of May 1884, and leaving a widow and 3 children. So he's only 25, 3 children and a widow. There's some idea of where we are. You can see Hilton Road over there. I also believe that possibly Jewish people from other parts of the northeast were buried in here. I'm not an expert on Jewish burial rites, but I believe it was fairly quick, where the burial was done within maybe 24, 48 hours. Somebody will know in the comments. There's another well-known Jewish name from the 1800s, the Wolf family. Steinberg, Hayim. That one is Joseph Wolf, who departed his life 1889, aged 61 years. His memory as a loving and ever devoted husband and father is engraven on the hearts of his wife and children, and his loving and most cherished monument. Our selfish love wouldn't bid us weep that we'd leave thee here, but trust in him who doth the keep. We'll check the rising star. God has not taken, he has given. And then something about love in heaven. When I walked into the corner, I did notice someone actually gave an address in Sunderland. Isaac, Ralph Freeman, Rose Friedman. Yeah, I did see one which mentioned the address in town in Sunderland where the person lived. There it is, yep. I never fond an unfading memory of our beloved mother, Cecile Hinder Davis of 3 Park Terrace, Sunderland, who departed this life. I'm trying to remember where Park Terrace is. I think it's near where the old Civic Centre was. Around that sort of area. Or is that Park Place West? Kaluski, Joseph, Bernstein, Aronson. Tobias Joseph, who departed this life on the 21st of Shabbat 5659, corresponding to February the 1st, 1899, aged 94. Gone but not forgotten, deeply mourned by his children, grandchildren and great-grandchildren. Good age, 94. So there's lots of Jewish sort of words, which obviously there's a few mentioned Nissan, and then this 5659, so it's got to be something to do with like the Jewish calendar. So this one died April the 2nd, 1899, and that's got 5659. And that person died 1899, that's 5659. So I'm just guessing that might be in the Jewish calendar, that might be the equivalent of that particular area. So I said, there's quite a few headstones in this area, and I bet there'll be some people who don't have one, so there might be probably a couple hundred people buried in that corner. The section up here is the Catholic area of Bishopwearmouth Cemetery. I think it's stretched. This is, well, the old section. It's this ward here, that ward there, and I think there's a bit over there. If you notice, there's it's not full with headstones. One of the reasons is probably because a lot of the Irish Catholics who arrived in the late 1840s, 1850s onwards probably simply couldn't afford one. I did notice in the burial registers for Bishopwearmouth Cemetery, lots of the Catholic people had no service. I mean, probably because they couldn't afford to pay the priest to have a service for them. Pray for the repose of the soul of Michael McMahon, who departed this life June the 23rd, 1877, age of 19 years. And his brother died June the 8th, 1865, aged 12 years. O'er this low grave, no storied urn, Tell the mourner what to mourn, for none who knew him need be told. A warmer heart death never made cold. Doesn't roll off the tongue, that one. There is a headstone I'm going to show you up here before I end the video, and it's for a lady from the showground, fairground world. A lady called Selina Murphy. There's actually a number of her extended and family in this cemetery, because all these funfair families, well, showground families, they seem to have married into each other and connected. I'm sure it's up here. I haven't been here for a while actually, so that's the old Catholic cemetery chapel. I think it's been done up inside. You see, it's nowhere near as big as the Anglican cemetery chapel, or that the non-conformist one that used to exist as well. This is the one. I'll read the epitaph first. Remember, friends, as you pass by, as you are now, so once was I. As I am now, so you will be. Prepare for death and follow me. Lovely bit of memento mori. So that's basically telling you that you will die. And prepare. There it is. Grand memorial this. In loving memory of Selina Murphy, wife of William Murphy, who died at the Garrison Field, Sunderland, December the 2nd, 1900, aged 43 years. That is the Murphy family, who are still Murphy's Fun Fairs. It's part of that. There's an error with that, because who died at the Garrison Field. The Garrison Field was sort of where Guilbridge, just close to where Guilbridge Police Station. The building for that is in the town centre of the city centre of Sunderland. And so sometimes you get shows turning up there, fun fairs, circuses. It was also a parade ground for like the local military volunteers. She didn't actually die there. She died over, I think it was in Jesmond, at the home of one of her children, and either son-in-law or daughter-in-law. So no idea why they put down she died at the Garrison Field. She didn't. It's in the papers where she died, over in Newcastle place. And she was only 43 years old. So she would have probably spent a long life on the road, going from town to town with the travelling fairs and so on. I am going to do a video on a couple more of this extended family, because one of them used to have like lion, I think it was tigers or lions and all sorts, and used to get in with them as a dancer. But just Ambrose Toby, who was accidentally drowned at the South Dock November the 12th, 1901, aged 58 years. The amount of people who drowned in that South Dock is unreal. I don't think that at the time, because obviously you had sailors going back to ships, but people just, I don't think there was any barriers around it. And I'll just show you this one. R.I.P. of your charity, pray for the soul Paul Moroni, late of Nesso, Lake Como, who died May the 1st, 1893, aged 53 years. So probably Italian. We don't know if he was related to some like part of the priesthood or something like that. So there it is. That's the Catholic. So that video was the old Jewish section, the old Catholic section, and I will leave you with that. So thank you for watching. If you do like it, give it a like, and if you want to subscribe, please subscribe, and you'll get a notification of the next videos that I do. So see you later.